Alright, let's do another moorland scene while we're in the mood. I'll just wet the paper all over. I started to do one of those ones that I mentioned, using just wetting the paper here and there, but the paper's just a bit too slick, and for that you need a heavier paper for it to work. So I'm just painting on the other side. That's why it's gone a bit buckled at the moment, so I'll wait for that to soak in a little bit. So plenty of sky on this one, make up for the last one, so nice burnt sienna. Good rich colour, and some red in there, bit of crimson, bit of lemon yellow. All over. So with a small tray, it's quite hard to keep your colours fresh, but we'll have to try. Right, now I want a nice loose, limpid sort of sky, so I'll put the clouds in. Just red and blue. Some shadow. I'm working off my anger. I was waiting for my 150 sheets of paper from Curtis Ward. They tried to deliver last Tuesday, would you believe? But they didn't leave a notification of it, so I could go and pick it up from the local sorting office. So I got a tracking number from Curtis Ward this morning, and I went up to the post office. They tried to deliver last Tuesday, and I'd ordered it on the Friday before. He found my package, wouldn't let me have it. It's got to be re-delivered. Can you believe? So I haven't got my 150 sheets. I'm down to my last 5 or 6 sheets. I hope they're going to try and deliver on Wednesday. Why they don't leave it with a neighbour, I don't know. Anyway, the Royal Mail has been sold off for about 3/4 of its true value, and if it carries on like this, there's not going to be much left of it, is there? Right, I'll put my distant hills in. There's some yellow in there, some nice colours, warm rich colours. This would be the burnt sienna, Payne's grey with that, I think. Warm, dark, shadowy colour on these hills. Get some harmony with the colours through this. Nice and light here coming into the foreground. It's taking dry brush already now. Right, let's get some nice dark in that middle distance there. Blue, sienna, burnt sienna, grey. In. This is catching the shadow. Right, okay, so some trees over there on that. Not a lot of trees on the moors. I think probably they were covered with trees once and got cut down for various fleets of ships. Although apparently one of my subscribers thinks that's a bit contentious, not quite true, but they're not there now. Right, let's just stretch it down. Work at the foreground now. Just some bits on this distant line there, and okay. So we'll put in some trees and stuff on this bit here. A bit wet. I'm trying to just put in some a tree lower down here. Probably the paper should be a bit drier for that. But I can go over that when that soaks in a bit. A little wet in wet here. But when you do this, you've got to have thick paint, otherwise it'll just stray all over the place like that has. But I can modify that somewhat. Put some nice warm shadow in there. Right, I can add to that. Alright. I'll give it a dry, I think, and then we can carry on with that. Right, take your headphones off. Right, let's get in some nice stronger foliage on that foreground tree there. You really do need to know how much moisture is on your brush. Still not really dry. But my paints are lovely and soft now. Let's just come up a bit higher there. Going over that hill there, slowly, slightly. There's blue in there, eh? Bit of warm in there, I think. Come a bit higher flicks back. Right, get some nice darks in here now. Burnt sienna, Payne's grey, nice and warm darks. Okay. Now I'm going to lift out a little path through the foreground here. Soften that a little bit there. Right. Okay. I can put a bit of. I can put a bit of bush stuff along that path. But not too much because I want it to shine. I want to put little figures in there, so I don't want to put anything there because that's where I'm going to put my figures. So just a little bit of too much water on it. So just nothing really, just a bit of an impression there of something going on, but that's going to be covered up there anyway. It's a bit too low down, but anyway, I'm still angry with this wretched post office. There'll come a time when there'll be so much competition with the business that the Royal Mail will sort of go down. It's a privatised company now. Sorry, having a rant. But you would, wouldn't you? When you pay for something and you can't get it because of lack of communication. Just little bits of branches and stuff going in there. I don't think it was a postman, it was probably, it being the largest package, it probably delivered by van. Okay, so there we are. Put my red. Figured. I only put the red in because it's warm. Stick the shadow. Right, I don't really want to do much more than that. Right, okay. Not a lot of detail in there, so I could overload it, but I don't really want to. So what I've tried to show here is a shadow. It's a bit muddy, I think I should have left that there, but my phone's not in this. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, it might be alright. I say I'm not sure whether I'm going to publish this at the moment, because other things have cropped up, so they have to be done. Alright, let's put a very rare, do I put a signature this side? Okay, let's put it in the mountain and have a look and see what it is. Well, it doesn't look too bad. But this is all a bit muddy. I've overworked it. But it happens. I'll just bring you in for a close-up and I'll deliberate on it. Let's zoom in. Oops, zoom out. So the sky's okay. That's nice limpid sky. But that's my shadow there with the trees going down and going off into the distance with the large tree on the left-hand side and a little figure to give scale. I'm not sure about it. I think this is gone a bit muddy. I'll photograph it and see what it says. Anyway, thanks for looking at this one. Not one of the best. Bye bye.